Hello everyone again. Today we have a smart Fortwo with the chassis 451, and the car is, I think, produced in the 2007. The car has issue with the braking system, so as you can see the engine is running, and when the brake pedal is in rest or in release position, there is still brake pressure applied to the vehicle. So let me show you. If you can see, and I'm forcing the wheel to turn, but it's very hard. So let me show you the other one as well. So if you see, this is very hot, very hard to turn, and the customer is complaining that the fuel consumption is very high, and also that this pressure or the seizeness of the front tire will affect the life of the clutch as well. So today we are going to investigate that together. So let's first scan the car. I have connected the Bluetooth interface to the DLC connector, and now I'm going to scan the car and see that what is going on the ABS system. So I'm going to ESP control unit. So first, read code, no full code. Okay, I'm going to live data. See if I can. So let's go to the sensor part. Okay. As you can see right now, the brake pressure is 37.71 here, and the brake pedal is not applied at all. Just let me. The brake pressure is between 33. It's changing sometimes, so consider minimum is 33 point something psi. And also, as you can see, the brake pedal is at rest position. There is no any pressure applied to the brake pedal. So, and this is the pressure. So if I apply pressure to the brake pedal, just see, I'm not sure if you can see. Okay, I'm applying brake pressure. I'm applying brake pedal or depressing brake pedal. As you can see, the pressure reaches to 781 something psi. So I'm going to release the brake pedal. So as you can see, the brake pedal is released at release position, but now still the brake pressure is 21.756. So this is random pressure remains on the in the braking system. So the minimum is 21 point something psi. So another thing that should be mentioned here, that the customer said that I have replaced the front brake calipers as well, both near side and off side. So but still he is experiencing pressure or drivability problem in the braking system. So why is so the normal brake pressure on the system should be between 4 to 5 psi. So why should be that much pressure in the braking system existed while the brake pedal is at rest position or is not applied at all? There should be between from 4 to 5 psi pressure in the system. The pressure is needed because to prevent from the contaminant like water and entering the air to the system. So there should be approximately, it's depend on every make and model differently, but for this type and this model Smart 451, when I have taken pressure from a good known brake system, so the pressure was 4 point something. So consider between 4 to 5 psi. Okay, what actually maintains this pressure in the braking system? This pressure is maintained by the valves called residual pressure valves, and they maintain residual pressure of approximately on this vehicle 4.35 psi to help keep out contaminants out of the system. One valve is located in each outlet to the brake line. So have the residual pressure valve allows fluid flow out of the master cylinder. However, it resists free flow of the fluid back into the cylinder. So as you can see, this pressure is maintained by the valve called residual pressure valve. As you can see here, it's this one, residual pressure valve. This one, this is the name, and so valve body seat or valve top open. This is the residual pressure valve. As you can see, when the brake pedal is applied, so fluid flow through the middle to the center part of the valve open, and fluid flows back and to the each tire to apply pressure to hold brake. So while the brake pedal is released and when the brake fluid is returning back, so as you can see here, the middle or the center flow of the residual valve is closed, and that creates some resistance to the flow of the fluid backward. So as you can see, the fluid flows behind the valve between the passage of the master cylinder and the outside edge of the valve. So this is when the brake pedal is released, so the flow of the fluid backward to the master cylinder reservoir. So as you can see, the fluid flows just behind the residual valve, and here as you can see, while the brake is applied, so this area there is no longer any passage for the fluid. As you can see, this the edge of the outer edge of the residual valve sits on the valve seat here on the, and the fluid flow through the middle or center of the residual valve. So here, when the residual valve is closed, so the brake pedal is released, so the valve moves a little bit, and it allows the fluid to flow behind the valve between the master cylinder. It's a room made for the residual valve to sit between the master cylinder and the behind the residual valve. So sometimes when there is a problem within the system, so they either there is no any pressure holds in the braking system, or too much pressure that causes the brake system to seize or to apply pressure all the time while the brake pedal is not applied. So I'm going to replace the master cylinder for this vehicle. I have got a donated master cylinder, and then I'm going to go ahead with you and see that what pressure we have got while the brake pedal is not applied. Okay, first I'm going to withdraw some as much brake fluid from the system as possible. Okay, I have drained the brake master cylinder reservoir, and now I'm going to remove the master cylinder and the servo unit. Then I'm going to replace with the donated one, and then we are going to bleed the system and then check the brake pressure and see whether the tires, the brake system is still in this condition or they are okay.